from everything to everything, how the house should be, where you should place what. If I don't know, these days it's all going away.
Anavigna has a slightly more business-like attitude towards it, more for success and prosperity.
Different shapes and sizes kind of create different kinds of energy structures. These energy structures can determine your psychological and emotional state. It just makes the atmosphere feel more lively. Fundamentally, whatever structures that are there, it will make indoor like outdoor. Whenever epidemics happened in this country, one important thing is to have fire burning all the time in the house. If you put your head to the north and sleep, you could have disturbed sleep, all kinds of dreams happening. If you are in your old age, it is possible that you can have a stroke or you could just die in your sleep. Not that if you sleep one day you will fall dead. Every day, if your bed is arranged that way, that every day you're sleeping, put your head to the north, kind of trouble you'll get, that depends on the strength of your system. If it is weak, very weak, you may fall dead, or you may get a stroke, or you may just get disturbed sleep, you may just have nightmares, or during the day you act funny. So many things will happen because excess circulation is happening in the brain when it should not be happening, simply because you put your head to the north. In the northern hemisphere, you do not put your head to the north. East is best, northeast is okay, west is all right, south if you must, north, no. There are certain substances, when they burn, one thing is there is fragrance, which is pleasant for the… Incense burning is about the atmosphere. Certain substances, like sandal in India, there is something called as samrani, which is a very powerful thing, which is used even when people are ill. First thing they do is this, and it is now been found it also kills certain types of bacteria in the air and also on the surfaces. So especially if there is a sick person in the house, samrani everywhere. If they want to do some auspicious event, samrani all over the place. It is not necessarily a fragrance, it is a different kind of thing, that it clarifies the air, it just makes the atmosphere feel more lively. Fundamentally, whatever structures that are there, it will make indoor like outdoor. If you burn a mild, you shouldn't to put too much, then you will sneeze and lose your brains. Just mild samrani in the house will make it feel like, though you're indoors, the feeling is of outdoors because it's an unstructured space. Especially if death happens in the family, samrani is burnt for up to 11 to 12 days because they want to clear that air completely.
The Bhairavi yantra is for those who are actively involved with life. They want to lubricate. They have many things to do in the world, they want to do many things in the world. They want to lubricate their actions with the grace of the Devi. So Devi and all the forms, different types of yantras available with regard to Devi is about that, to bring grace in such a way that you can take up things and do things and you still do not get into friction. Her grace will take care of that. We estimated if the homes are anywhere between 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, a home we thought the small yantra would do. When we noticed that the homes are larger than that, we said, this is not enough, and we brought the avigna. And avigna has a slightly more business-like attitude, more for success and prosperity. But of course, those who want to make use of it for spiritual processes can always make use of it. That element is always the basic element. The idea is to create an energy form, to create assistance for people to do whatever they want to do.
Every day in your life, you must light an oil lamp and stay in its presence for a period of time because it'll ward off many things, it'll cleanse many things for your system.
A cotton wick, some oil, anything. What do you use here? Normal cooking oil. Linseed oil, rice bran oil or sesame oil, what do you have? Olive oil, fine. Any organic oil with a cotton wick, just burn one little lamp.
Not today, forever, whenever epidemics happened in this country, one important thing is to have fire burning all the time in the house. This is a very important part of, warding off infections and things like that. If it is airborne, especially if it's airborne. You light an oil lamp with vegetable oil, it'll make a big difference. Let it be around you. If you sleep, if you can find a safe place in your room where a small oil lamp is burning, you will see it'll make a lot of difference for you. It has to be vegetable oils. The science of yoga clearly establishes this, and we know this by our experience. By having a small piece of fire in the form of a lamp burning around you, you will see, especially when you're physically not well, it is very, very important to have that.
This is why, from everything to everything, how the house should be, where you should place what. If… I don't know, these days it's all going away, we are going by modern aesthetics. Otherwise, if my grandmother was here, everything where what should be what, everything should be in a particular way. In the house, if you go probably, if your mother comes from a traditional background, in the kitchen if you go, always salt and tamarind will be kept together, never separately. Do you know this? Is it so? Still maintained? Yes, because all this awareness, unfortunately, just became tradition. It's beautiful that it became a tradition, but without giving the necessary understanding to people why it is so. Simply do it. After some time, somebody comes and says, why should I do it? I'll keep tamarind on my head, salt somewhere else. It doesn't work like that. All these items have something to do with how you live, everything, how it should be kept. So the whole science of seeing how this human being can function at its maximum vibrance, even a simple peasant in this country knows about it without knowing about it. You know, he does not intellectually or consciously know about it, but he just knows this is how it must be done. Because the whole system of yoga was made into a cultural format and given to people because people saw the impracticality of teaching every aspect to every human being on the planet. So just make it culture.
To receive free tips on food, health, diet, lifestyle and Sadhguru's upcoming programs, you can join us on WhatsApp, Signal and Telegram, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook by clicking on the link below.